Hello class, this is Jake Eubank making my recommendations of my initial perspective video response to the three higher education institutions within the UNC system that I would recommend or consider recommend for closure. Just as a reminder, the categories that we use to make our decisions on closure of one institution are diversity, academic health, fiscal health, student outcomes, and community engagement. Based on why we are making our recommendations for the closure of one institution, as put forth by the UNC Board of Governors, the factors that really came about for that closure is due to economic and political reasons, which would make me think of, as far as economic reasons, being fiscal health as being one of the more important categories to consider when making that consideration, along with community engagement, specifically economic impact. The three universities that I had considered for closure just from the presentations, viewing the presentations, were North Carolina A&T, East Carolina University, and North Carolina Central University. Before I start, the decisions were quite difficult. Everybody put forth very good arguments in the justification of why their specific assigned university should remain open. And to be honest, every university is making efforts in all five of the categories that we're using to consider closure. So it took a great deal of decision making and working through the numbers and consideration to do this. For North Carolina A&T, although it graduates the most African Americans with an engineering degree and undergraduates in psychology in the nation, North Carolina A&T does not meet the standard of fiscal health of growing at least 10% each year. It also has a tuition less than the recommended 10% and endowments less than the recommended 75%. Lastly, it sits behind all other schools in the system in retention by at least 2%, and its 6-year graduation rate is below average of 42.9%. The second institution that I would initially consider foreclosure is East Carolina University. Clearly, its diversity efforts are in need of improvement based off of its campus climate assessment in 2007, where a number of faculty staff perceived discriminatory practices from the university. Also, its 4- and 6-year graduation rates are below average of other schools in the system. It also highlighted ways it plans to improve fiscal health, which would indicate fiscal troubles. Although the one thing about East Carolina University is that 1 in 5 doctors in North Carolina graduated from the Brady School of Health. However, as highlighted by Carmen, the Brady School of Health does have some financial issues. The final university that I would consider for closure is North Carolina Central University. Although it is an HBCU with 79% of African American students, its operating expenses are exceeding their budget, and however, state grants are decreasing. It did see a surplus of $5 million in state revenue. However, that's not growing by the recommended 10%, and furthermore, it's seeing 26% endowments, which is well below the recommended amount for that. So that is my recommendation, and I look forward to hearing back from your feedback. Thank you.